And now, live from the palatial, spacious, gracious, but never ostentatious studios high above Gotham City, it's Zach DaWack.
Greetings, red-blooded, verified Earth persons, and those with no check mark. It's me, the always dapper podcast babbler, your daddy-o block from the radio, and the monkey on the mic. Here running that semi-professionally trained tongue of mine. I am Zachary Ernesto Wagalina III here. Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome to those of you from Albion, Michigan, to Mount Airy, Maryland, Watertown, New York, to San Antonio, Texas, and all around the world. This is the often secluded, never diluted, always wacky, never tacky, hot rockin' flame-throwing DaWack in the morning show. Whoa! Live from the low-rent, sleazy, and measly Raymond Jam and Nut Hut Studios at the DaWack Shack Broadcast Megaplex at Peachtree Industrial on the outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia, here in FEMA Region Number 4. Live out of Studio X today. Last time I checked, it's, Friday, July 10th, 2026. We got this day in history, fun facts, the horrible scope, stupid news, and a celebrity birthday list.
Clock hits 5, I'm out the door. Work week dust on the floor. Pocket change and a wild grin. Baby, let the night begin. Turn it up. We're almost there. One deep breath. Shake off the week. Friday fuel. Friday fuel. We burn it down. We break the rules. Friday fuel. Friday fuel. Say my name and make it move. Make it move. Shoes on fast, heart in gear. Got that rush when you pull me near. Friday fuel, we burn it down, we break the rules. Friday fuel, say my name and make it move. Break it move. Friday fuel, Friday fuel, Friday fuel. Here's today's holidays. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum.
Here's looking at things to celebrate today. It is National Kitten Day. Aw, how cute. The internet's official holiday. Tiny murder machines disguised as fluffy marshmallows. Celebrate by adopting a kitten, or spend $300 replacing your curtains after it discovers gravity. It's National French Fry Day, a holiday honoring potatoes that achieved greatness. Curly, waffle, shoestring, crinkle cut. The only wrong French fry is the one someone steals off your plate without asking. It's National Pina Colada Day.
If you like pina coladas, get caught in the rain.
There's the song. The official drink of I'm on vacation and don't care what happens. If it comes to you with a tiny umbrella, congratulations. You've reached peak adulthood. It's National Pick Blueberries Day. Go outside, pick blueberries, and immediately realize they're cheaper at the grocery store. Bonus points if you don't accidentally eat poison ivy. It's Collector Car Appreciation Day, a salute to classic cars that are worth more than most houses, but still don't have Bluetooth or air conditioning that actually works. It's Don't Step on a Bee Day, pretty self-explanatory. Also doubles as Don't Find Out You're Allergic Day. Walk carefully, people, walk carefully. It's Teddy Bear Picnic Day, a perfect excuse to have lunch with a stuffed animal. If you're over 40, just tell everyone you're healing your inner child. It's Nikola Tesla Day. Celebrate one of history's greatest inventors by plugging in way too many electronics and hoping your breaker panel survives. And one more here. It's Global Energy Independence Day. Day to think about alternative energy. while someone somewhere leaves every light on the house because it's too dark. There you go. Those are your holidays.
Here's today's birthday blast. Here's today's birthday blast.
Harper Beckham, daughter of David and Victoria, turns 15. Jessica Simpson, still selling enough shoes to buy all the shoes. She's 46. Sofia Vergara, she turns 54. Proof that genetics can be widely unfair. Adrian Grenier, half of America still calls him Vinny. He's 50. Neil Tennant has spent 4 decades proving synthesizers never really died. He's 72. Arlo Guthrie turns 79. His one song is longer than most Marvel movies. And Mavis Staples has more talent in one note than most reality singing competitions have in an entire season. She turns 87 years young today. Oh, and Nikola Tesla, born this day in 1856, and DaWack in the Morning friends Dave and Elise celebrating their birthdays as well.
Today's birthday blast.
And today we remember Dave Loggins, passed away at the age of 77, the singer-songwriter behind Please Come to Boston and cousin of Kenny Loggins. Wrote one of the greatest She Left Me songs ever recorded. And Omar Sharif passed away at the age of 83. Legendary actor from Lawrence of Arabia and Dr. Zhivago, one of the most internationally respected stars of his generation. And Mel Blanc passed away at the age of 81 on this day in 1989. A man of 1,000 voices, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Yosemite Sam. If you grew up watching cartoons, you grew up listening to Mel Blanc.
What's up, Dad?
I'll raise a glass today to the legends we've lost. They may be gone, but thanks to reruns, streaming, classic records, and YouTube, they're still entertaining us and probably getting more screen time than half of the stuff Hollywood makes today. There you go.
Here's what happened on this day, as if you cared.
All right, here's looking at this day in history.
In 1778, France officially declares war on Great Britain.
The American Revolution got a major power up when France joined the fight. Yeah, it's basically the historical version of your big brother showing up after you've already started the fight.
In 1850, Vice President Millard Fillmore becomes president.
After President Zachary Taylor suddenly passed away, Fillmore took over as the 13th president of the United States. America got a new boss because the old one rage quit life.
In 1890, Wyoming becomes the 44th state.
Known as the Equality State, Wyoming was the first state to give women the right to vote. Yeah, Wyoming was progressive before progressive was cool.
In 1940, the German Luftwaffe launched its air campaign against Britain during World War II.
It became one of history's most important air battles. Yeah, Britain looked at Nazi Germany and basically said, not today.
In 1962, Telstar launches into orbit.
The world's first active communications satellite blasted into space, making live television broadcasts across the Atlantic possible. Before Telstar, did you hear what happened overseas? 3 weeks later, breaking news. In 1981, Escape from New York released.
In 1985, Coca-Cola introduces New Coke nationwide.
One of the biggest marketing disasters in history. People hated it so much that Coke had to bring back the original formula just 79 days later. Yeah, imagine ruining the world's favorite soda because somebody in marketing said, trust me. I actually enjoyed it and continued drinking it well after Coca-Cola Classic came back. Also in 1985, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome releases. In 1998, Lethal Weapon 4 drops. 1992 had the release of Universal Soldier.
In 1999, the U.S. women win the FIFA Women's World Cup.
The United States defeated China in one of the most memorable soccer matches ever played. Brandi Chastain's celebration became one of the most iconic moments in sports history. So much so that I forgot the whole damn thing.
In 2008, the Apple App Store opens.
Only about 500 apps were available on day one. Now there are millions. And somehow every flashlight app still wants to access your contacts, microphone, camera, bank account, firstborn child, and your soul. In 2009, Bruno released, because Borat was so 2006. 2015 saw the release of Minions.
In 2021, Richard Branson reaches space aboard Virgin Galactic.
Branson beat Jeff Bezos to space by just 9 days. Yeah, the billionaire space race officially became the world's most expensive game of anything you can do, I can do first. Well, there you go. July 10th gave us a new president, a new state, satellites, women's soccer history, smartphone apps, billionaires in space, and one of the dumbest product launches ever conceived. Yep, history, making bad decisions long before social media made them go viral.
Gentlemen, we're history.
Rock and roll history. Here's this day in music.
In 1954, Elvis Presley records his first commercial single. At Sun Studios in Memphis, Elvis Presley recorded That's All Right, the song that launched the king of rock and roll. That's right, one recording session changed music forever and convinced millions of men they could pull off sideburns. Most of them were wrong. In 1965, I Can't Get No Satisfaction tops the U.S. charts. The Rolling Stones scored their first U.S. #1 with one of the greatest rock songs ever recorded. 60 years later, Mick Jagger is still running around stages with more energy than most people under 40. In 1971, Carole King dominates the charts. Tapestry continued its incredible run as America's #1 album, becoming one of the biggest selling albums in history. Proof you don't need pyrotechnics or dancers when your songs are just that good. In 1976, on this day, Johnny Cash performed at Folsom Prison again. The Man in Black returned to perform for inmates, reinforcing his legendary connection with everyday Americans. Yep, Johnny Cash was cool enough that even prison inmates thought, now that's a concert. In 1985, Live Aid rehearsals get underway. Just days before one of the biggest concerts in history, artists from around the world prepared for Live Aid. The show would feature Queen, David Bowie, The Who, U2, Elton John, Paul McCartney, and dozens more. Yeah, back when all-star lineup actually meant every star. In 1989, Milli Vanilli's debut album goes platinum. The duo was riding high before everyone discovered someone else was doing the singing. Yep, the biggest karaoke champions in music history. In 1993, Aerosmith rules the album charts. Get a Grip continues its run as America's hottest rock album, featuring Crying, Crazy, and Living on the Edge. Basically, the soundtrack to every MTV countdown that summer. In 2007, Prince launches his Planet Earth tour. Yep, one of the greatest live performers ever, continued proving why nobody could touch him on stage. And in 2015, Taylor Swift's 1989 tour is dominating. Taylor's sold-out stadium tour became one of the highest-grossing tours ever, cementing her place as one of pop music's biggest superstars. Yeah, by this point, Taylor wasn't just writing breakup songs, she was writing chicks. All right, there you go. July 10th gave us Elvis, the Rolling Stones, Carole King, Aerosmith, Prince, Taylor Swift, and somehow Milli Vanilli. That's like serving filet mignon with a side of gas station sushi.
The DaWack Newsroom.
All right, here's some news. A rare copy of the Declaration of Independence has been found in a British archive. A volunteer at the National Archives in London says he was cataloging 18th century letters when he came across a previously unknown copy of the U.S. Declaration printed in 1776. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nicolas Cage had something to do with this. Well, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are married. Reported guests included Hugh Grant, Bradley Cooper, Reese Witherspoon, and Jessica Alba. Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Clearly, the something new was plastic surgery. Taylor and Travis donated $26 million to various charities last week. The charities included food banks, an animal organization, educational programs, and children's hospitals. Hopefully she still has enough money left over for dancing lessons. The DEA plans to place a temporary ban on products containing certain versions of kratom. Sold mostly in convenience and liquor stores, the DEA says kratom presents several risks to public health, including tolerance, dependence, and addiction. Well, I guess no more gas station heroin for me. Despite it being against the law in the United Kingdom, retailers like Amazon have been advertising e-scooters for use on public roads and paths. However, no action is being taken against the Acme Corporation, who continues selling rocket sleds to coyotes. Well, I was just okay with Pride Month, but just you wait until Sloth Month, Gluttony Month, or Lust Month. That's my time to shine. You know, George Washington's brother, Lawrence, never got enough credit as the uncle of our country. Did you know in France you're only allowed to listen to the DC parts of AC/DC songs? A woman in line at Starbucks started choking the other day. It's pretty scary. Thankfully, they quickly opened another register. Well, Americans ate around 150 million hot dogs on the 4th of July. The hot dog heavy day tops hot dog season, the time between Memorial Day and Labor Day that accounts for well over a third of all hot dog sales each year. Can't wait until those fascinated foreign World Cup visitors find out America has a hot dog season. Well, speaking of hot dogs, in case you missed it, Joey Chestnut is celebrating his 18th title as Nathan's hot dog eating champion of Coney Island in New York City. Chestnut dominated the men's competition Saturday by eating 66 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. Mickey Sudo ate her way to her 12th win for the women, downing nearly 39 hot dogs and buns. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is why Hometown Buffet is no longer in business. Well, Disneyland welcomed its 1 billionth guest through its gates on last Friday. A boy from Arizona and his family were surprised at the entrance with being the honorary 1 billionth guest. They took part in a special ceremony on Main Street, USA, and received a VIP tour guide for the day. Yeah, no word if they got to peek at Walt Disney's frozen head. A French reporter covering the World Cup called Waffle House an indestructible fortress of violence and syrup. If Waffle House makes this their new motto, capitalism has failed. Supergirl is such a huge bomb, Iran is threatening to produce a sequel. I didn't see anything wrong with that movie. I actually enjoyed it. Where's Helen Slater? Now, the White House suggested that Trump's image be carved into Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. Netflix could get a great TV series out of the construction project. They'd call it Orange is the New Black Hills. The Hollywood Bowl hosted the LA Philharmonic for a patriotic show last Saturday night. In attendance were 18,000 residents of Hollywood who love this country, and they will never work in that town again. A man dressed as Uncle Sam was arrested in D.C. for masturbating at the Great American State Fair while watching the circus act in front of horrified family onlookers. Yeah, he really put the uncle in Sam.
It's the Showbiz Buzz.
All right, here's your Showbiz Buzz. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey has finally been unveiled to members of the film press, who are calling the Oscar winner's adaptation of Homer's epic a staggering achievement with flawless filmmaking. Fandango's Eric Davis shared praise for Robert Pattinson, calling him so conniving, manipulative, and endlessly entertaining to watch. Davis wrote that the actor leans all the way into the character's villainy, and it results in one of my favorite performances of his. He called the movie an absolute triumph and crowning cinematic achievement from one of the greatest filmmakers of our time. Other reviewers were similarly fawning for the film, which opens July 17th. Well, Zendaya struggled to feel wise like her character, the Greek goddess Athena, on her first day of filming Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. She admitted to freezing, literally, while on the set of the summer blockbuster in Iceland. She quoted by saying, "My mouth was just frozen. There is nothing coming out. My mouth would not move. Literally, it came out like blah, blah, blah." But that temporary flub didn't stop Zendaya from appreciating the experience of performing alongside an A-list cast, which included Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Lupita Nyong'o, and her husband Tom Holland. Here's music news. Metallica's Kirk Hammett once felt bad about buying a guitar from Journey's Neil Schon, that he offered to return it. He said at a recent fan event that he paid $87,500 for the 1957 Les Paul at an auction in 2021. But he thought he hadn't paid enough for it, so he phoned Sean, who he referred to as one of my heroes, and offered to give it back. Sean's answer, "No man, you buy it, you keep it." The Kinks, Ray and Dave Davies, are the focus of the new London exhibition titled The Kinks Brothers. Artist Christian Furr has reimagined their 1968 passport photo in a series of paintings and prints. The works, which are signed by the band and artist, will be displayed and sold at Gibson Garage, London, this summer. Asia will release Indigo on November 6th, its first album since 2014's Gravitas. That was the band's last album to feature singer-bassist John Wetton before his 2017 death. The new album includes 2 songs which were written by Wetton. They are among the last songs he ever wrote. The first single, The Traveler, Into the Light, is out now. Rascal Flatts is heading to Vegas this December for a special show during the National Finals Rodeo. The reunited trio of Gary LeVox, Jay DeMarcus, and John Don Rudy will play the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace for one night only on Saturday, December 5th. Luke Bryan will turn the Big 5-0 on July 17th. What are his plans to mark the occasion? Very fun. It's going to be a big party. It's going to be a blowout. Got a lot of things going. He also joked that Blake Shelton is not invited and claims he sent his frenemy a save the date, but I didn't even put the date on there when I sent him the invitation.
And we're moving on.
It turns out that using our devices can result in more problems than just Technic, according to a new report from the BBC. Experts say too much screen time may result in phone body. That's a combination of any or all related afflictions, including Technic, eye strain, weaker grip strength, and reduced motor skills. In addition, constant smartwatch use can even irritate your skin. Looking down at a screen puts extra pressure on your neck, of course, so raising your device to eye level and taking regular breaks can help. Spending more time outdoors may protect your eyesight, while exercise and hands-on hobbies like cooking, woodworking, or playing an instrument can help maintain strength and coordination. The good news, experts say that making small changes now may help prevent bigger problems later. Wow, I don't recall downloading a body modification app. I think my chiropractor just liked this story. All right, here's Senior Moments. An AARP article has an interesting suggestion to help your vacation stay vivid long after you return home. Record them, not just with photos, but with sound. The piece cites research indicating that revisiting happy travel memories can extend the stress-relieving and mood-boosting benefits of a trip. Travel photographer and author Karen Gershowitz, who is 74, says she records everyday sounds on her phone's voice recorder, from bustling open-air markets and crashing waves to birdsong and regional accents. She later organizes the clips by destination and says listening to those ambient sounds brings back memories in a way that photos and written journals simply can't. Yeah, I think my recordings would be 90% seagulls demanding French fries. A semi-truck spilled 40,000 pounds of Frank's Red Hot sauce across an Ohio interstate last week, leaving firefighters to follow a trail of hot sauce to the source. The leak happened on Interstate 71 during a heat wave with temperatures topping out at 100 degrees. Hazmat crews were needed to contain the spill and keep the acidic sauce out of the storm drains, while the trucking company arranged for cleanup. Firefighters joked on Facebook that it was one of those calls that you never know what you're going to encounter. The mess wasn't all laughs, though. Some motorists reported their vehicles were stained, with at least one driver saying even repeated car washes couldn't remove the hot sauce. At the risk of stating the obvious, I guess it's true. They really do put that shit on everything.
Here's another DaWack. Did you know?
Sony is pressing pause on game discs. Starting in January 2028, new PlayStation games will be sold only as digital downloads, reflecting an industry-wide shift as most players already buy games online. Bigger file sizes have also made it impossible to fit some games on a single disc. Critics say the move weakens consumer rights by making it harder to own, lend, or resell games, especially as new titles approach the $100 mark. Microsoft is making a similar decision too. I guess blowing the dust off the game's shell is officially retro.
And now it's time for Wax.
A study found that more driving errors occur when listening to a favorite song compared to unfamiliar music. Polar bears are almost invisible to infrared cameras. The only difference between white and brown eggs is the hen that lays them. The color of the hen's earlobes determine the color of the eggs. Cockroaches can withstand 10 times more radiation than a person can. A full bladder is about the size of a softball. And if you cut a hole in your fishing net, it will have fewer holes.
That comes to you from the random fact generator.
Boom, 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 boom.
And here's another stupid list.
Here's signs you're not a very good sales rep. You start every demonstration with, in spite of what you may have read in Consumer Reports. Your big special offer is a complimentary receipt with every purchase. You burst into tears when someone shakes hands firmly. You finish every pitch with, but no pressure. Seriously, don't buy it. Upon the first sign of rejection, you offer 15 for the price of 1. Your idea of upselling is asking, you want fries with whatever this is? You celebrate every sale because it doubles your monthly total. And finally, you might find a better price elsewhere, but don't let me catch you doing it, pal. There you go. All right, one more list here. Stupid questions for stoners. If you smoke weed on a boat, does that mean it's seaweed? If you drop soap on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty? In the word scent, is the S or C silent? Why does Mercedes have 3 E's all pronounced differently? How many Lowe's would Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's? If Maria had 10 joints and she smoked 9, why is there cake left in her fridge? What if 9/11 happened on 420? What were we just talking about? And what were words called before someone came up with the word word? There you go.
Here's a DaWack deep thought.
You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger.
And now, for something really, really, really stupid.
All right, I've searched far and wide. I've searched the internets, the outernets, the underwebs, and the interwebs. This, my friends, is stupid news.
Here's the dumbest stories from the past week because apparently humans refuse to evolve.
Headline: Oregon Game Store cancels Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments because people wouldn't shower. An Oregon card shop suspended its Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments for a week after repeated complaints about players showing up with, let's just say, aggressively committed body odor. The store basically said, before you summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, summon some deodorant.
Yeah, imagine being so funky that you get banned from a room full of people who collect cartoon dragon cards.
Headline: The Lunge King breaks 2 world records. A New York fitness instructor strapped on a 20-pound weighted vest and broke 2 Guinness World Records by doing lunges. Thousands and thousands of lunges.
Shit, most of us pull a hamstring getting off the couch. This guy voluntarily spent hours walking like he just got kicked in the crotch.
Headline: 10 people become one giant caterpillar. A British running club squeezed 10 grown adults into one enormous caterpillar costume to run a half marathon in search of a Guinness World Record.
Yep, nothing says big human achievement quite like watching 10 sweaty adults arguing over who's controlling the left butt cheek of the caterpillar.
Headline: there's a baby otter in my yard. And California Animal Control got a frantic call about a stranded baby otter. Turns out it wasn't an otter, it was a baby mink.
This is exactly why nobody should identify wildlife using Google Images and 3 margaritas.
Headline: Paris opens a museum for your nose. Paris debuted a pop-up museum where visitors don't look at art, they smell it. The exhibit features carefully crafted scents including wet stone, caves, and earth. Only France could charge people to sniff rocks and have everyone call it culture.
Meanwhile, my niece's bedroom is an immersive exhibit and admission is free.
Headline: Scottish woman turns her house into Barbie's dream house. A mom in Scotland spent months and thousands of dollars transforming her home into a full-size Barbie dream house for her daughters. The neighbors have been stopping to take pictures.
And HOA presidents everywhere simultaneously reach for their blood pressure medication.
Headline: Meet Merlin, the World Cup duck. During the World Cup in Mexico, one of the biggest fan favorites wasn't a player. It was Merlin, a pet duck wearing a Mexican soccer jersey that became an internet celebrity.
Yeah, the duck had better attendance than half the fans and probably committed fewer turnovers than some teams.
And there you go. Remember, folks, somebody got kicked out of a card tournament for smelling bad. Somebody spent hours dressed as one leg of a caterpillar. People paid money to sniff rocks, and a duck became a sports celebrity. So if you think you're having a weird week, you're doing just fine. And that, my friends, is stupid news.
It's Zodiac time.
Aries,
March 21st to April 19th.
Taurus, April 20th to May 20th.
Gemini,
May 21st.
to June 20th.
Cancer,
June 21st to July 22nd.
Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd.
Virgo,
August 23rd to September 22nd.
Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd.
Scorpio,
October 23rd to November 21st.
Sagittarius,
November 22nd to December 21st.
Capricorn,
December 22nd to January 19th.
Aquarius,
January 20th to February 18th. And finally Pisces, February 19th to March 20th.
All right, it's time for your one and only No Baloney Extra Large and Turbocharged DaWack in the Morning Horrible Scopes. If today is your birthday, you are a Cancer. Someone will ask if you're almost there. And you weren't even planning on leaving the house yet. Congratulations, you've become your parents.
Everyone loves poop.
Leo, you'll tell a story that lasts so long, people will start checking Zillow listings before you get to the point. Land the plane, Captain.
Damn it! Must you always be such a smartass?
Virgo, you'll clean something today that nobody else ever noticed was dirty. Then you'll spend the next 6 hours angry that nobody complimented your work. They won't.
Don't overthink it.
Libra, you'll spend 20 minutes deciding where to eat. Then order the exact same thing you always do. Adventure isn't your strong suit, but consistency deserves a trophy.
Jeez, Banana, shut your friggin' gob, okay?
Scorpio, your facial expressions will accidentally start drama today. You weren't mad, that's just your face. Good luck explaining that for the 9,000th time.
Honey, I like your look.
Sagittarius, you'll make one responsible adult decision today and immediately reward yourself with tacos, beer, cookies, or all three. That's called balance.
I may have amnesia, but I'm pretty sure this is the worst idea anyone's ever had.
Capricorn, you'll mutter, "I'm not paying that," right before paying exactly that. Inflation has officially beaten your stubbornness.
Just put yourself in my hands.
Aquarius, technology will betray you today. Your computer will freeze, your Wi-Fi will disappear, Your smart TV will suddenly become emotionally unavailable.
Murder by vagina.
Pisces, you'll think someone is flirting with you. They were actually trying to get past you to grab the ranch dressing. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Aries, today you'll confidently explain something to someone, only to discover you were completely wrong. Don't worry, confidence counts for something. Unfortunately, not points.
Something's seriously wrong here.
Taurus, you'll spend 30 minutes looking for your phone while using the flashlight on your phone. The universe says maybe it's time to slow down and hydrate.
That doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense.
And finally, Gemini. You will have two personalities fighting for control today. One wants to save money. The other is already halfway through adding $186 worth of junk to an online shopping cart.
There will never be a better time.
And there you go. Those are your official DaWack in the Morning horrible scopes. Remember?
Don't leave home without them.
Hey, Bill, great handball game.
Whew, thanks. I've been working on it. But, I'm a little worried about asteroids.
Asteroids?
Sure, you heard about all the asteroid warnings. I'm a little nervous.
Well, here, try this.
What is it?
Aster-Rid.
What?
Aster-Rid spray-on personal asteroid protectant. Just spray Aster-Rid all over your clothes, face, and hair, and you're safe from falling asteroids.
Well, does it work?
Does it work? Hey, you don't see me with any craters in my head, do you?
No.
Now, how about another game of handball?
You got it, you dog, you.
Asteroid spray on personal asteroid protectant in lemon and Cajun scent. Asteroid does not protect against comets. From Skanko.
All right, there you go. That's the show for you. You've been listening to the Always First, Never Last podcast with me, your Doomsday host, the incredible, edible Mr. Zach Wackalina. Please connect with me at ZachDaWack.com. That's ZACKDAWACK.com. Or you can call me at 984-DaWack1. That's 984-329-2251. Like the show, follow me, or subscribe, and please share this show with your friends. Thank you to all the awesome wackos, weirdos, reverts, preverts, dingbats, and jelloheads anonymous for listening. I'm out of here like Vladimir. Until next time, and there will be a next time. Don't forget me, I won't forget you. I am Zach DaWack, saying if I'm lying, I'm dying. Grits ain't groceries, eggs ain't poultry.
The Mona Lisa was a man.
Unless I'm sicker than a dog, I will be back next Monday. We'll see you then. Same whack time, same whack channel.
Bye, buckaroos.
Whack out.
We hope you enjoy the show half as much as you